Hello to all. Let me get the chat pulled up here. Something wacky. Live chat. Sounds like fun. I'm gonna try to make a video of it, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's fairly narrow. My car barely gets back there, so I have to like tie a little rope. Well, two ropes that hold. They can take 300 pounds each. Because I couldn't find like the price of rope. It got raised. Something I've never had to like encounter before was pricing rope. And so underneath my car, there's like a little loop thing, and so I'm gonna tie it to that, run it through the woods to the loop that's on the boat, and see if I can pull that fucker out of there. So that should be fun. Some tweaker put it back there probably like 25 years ago, like when we didn't live here, and a lot of brush has grown up around there since then. So should be interesting. It's like cut a strip down and messed up. So, anyway, hopefully I can make it at least somewhat okay. Hello, Auntie Jazzy. How are you doing today? Oh, it's gonna be a shit show trying to get that thing out of there because it's got to kind of go this way and then this way and then the path and then it's got, yeah. Oh my god, there's gonna be piece of fence damage. I'm certain of it because, like, anyway, may actually have to run it partially through the barbed wire fence and then try to, because it'll only have a 4 foot wide area to come through, so that fence pole's going to have made out of wood, so it's going to go bye bye. Oops. But anyway, let's get our news started. Let's go through the thingy here. All right, so first thing on the agenda. Hey, Parrot Head, how are you? Mwah. There you go. I wish I had a way to like put this up where I could see it and it not be in the way, you know? Okay. Can I no, alright, does this bend at all? Alright, I got tape here from sending something. There we go. Let's see if that works. Ah! Yeah, it works. Alright. Alrighty then. Alright, so on the first part of our agenda, Reuters says that Russia used Republican political operative Paul Manafort, the WikiLeaks website, and others to influence the 2016 election. Now, to be honest, WikiLeaks has always been known to tell the truth. Pretty much been pretty fairly accurate. So I say that if WikiLeaks telling the truth influenced our election or allowed Russia to, maybe it's the United States government's fault. Maybe it shouldn't have done things or hid them. Then maybe it wouldn't have happened. Just saying. If telling the truth causes a problem, then maybe what was done shouldn't have happened. So, because a lot of people's anger is like, well, people should, that was, shouldn't have come out. This, that. Maybe it shouldn't have. Maybe legal shit shouldn't have been happening by the U.S. Maybe we shouldn't have. I mean, honestly, the U.S. government and a lot of politicians are just salty because they got caught. Anyway, so that's my opinion on that. So, but yeah, they're salty about that. And if you did something bad enough, it got Trump elected, then maybe it shouldn't have been done. But no, let's just blame a website for telling the truth. Anyway, so this new dude that Trump hired that is supposed to be like in charge of the USPS. I'm just gonna say the Postal Service. Fuck these letters, Jesus. Anyway, apparently, from what I understand, he also has stock in competitive companies that deliver mail and stuff. So they're worried there's a conflict of interest. I can kind of see that. I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't have anything really to gain by the Postal Service staying in business if he's got stock in their competitors. But we also have to remember that the Postal Service has been losing funding for years. in years. Like, it was even like a 2009 picture of like a whole bunch of used postal, like post boxes, mailboxes, whatever, drop boxes. I don't know, but they had been pretty much like decommissioned and pretty much tossed aside. So this has been happening for a while. It's just now people are noticing because the TV told them to. Really, but I mean, I don't. I mean, I do see a reason to have him go and talk to a committee and stuff because there does seem to be. I think there might be a conflict of interest. But we can't blame all of the things going wrong with the Postal Service just on Trump when this has been happening for years. It really has. People are finding better prices and better service from other companies. That's how things kind of go. But anywho, so Donald Trump is pardoning women's suffrage leader Susan B. Anthony, who was convicted of illegally voting in 1872. I think it's yesterday or today, marked the 100th anniversary of ratifying the 19th Amendment, allowing women to vote. And so he honors this by posthumous, after death, obviously, pardoning her for being convicted of voting. And apparently a lot of people are upset about that. Well, they're not necessarily upset about that, but I think a lot of people feel trolled because he said he was going to pardon somebody really important. And like one side is like freaking out, doesn't know who it's going to be. The other side is really, well, like if I had actually known about it in time, I would have been hoping for Julian Assange or Edward Snowden personally. But okay. But yeah, or Chelsea Manning, or all three. That would be kind of good because they were all kind of involved in telling the truth. But this isn't necessarily bad either. A lot of people are feeling trolled. A lot of people are thinking that he's doing this just to get the women's vote. One doesn't necessarily preclude the other. He could be trolling people and be trying to get the woman vote. Like, can't rule it out. It's possible. But I just don't understand why someone didn't do it sooner. Honestly, like, why didn't Obama do it? Why didn't Bush or Clinton? Like, why didn't they not, like, pardon her? Just saying, like, I don't know why she was overlooked for so long. So either way, either he's trying to troll the left and fuck with people, or just trolling folks in general, and or is, making a smooth move on the 100th anniversary of women being able to vote. Either way, though, like, it's not a bad move. Like, if you're doing something that's kind of cool and it pisses people off, it's kind of that's how I'd like to roll. All right. Hi, Kai. Hi, DJ Odyssey. How are you? Oh, hello, Tactical Technician. Meow. Sorry to disagree. 2 out of 3. Or 2 out of 3. Well, like I said, it's possible because I mean he's known for wanting to troll people. And think about this: he's pardoned a woman's suffrage or a suffragette, whatever, and like they hate him so much they're actually getting worked up and pissed off about it. And it's not even really about him; it's supposed to be about her and what she did and like her trailblazing sort of way. But like people get so mad about something that like they can't see past it. But like I think this should have been done a long time ago though. But on the 100th anniversary is a pretty smooth move. Let's see. Who the fuck thumbs down the video? What a douche. Oh, I have theories. I'm assuming it's almost always the same person. Every single one of my videos, every single one, gets at least one downvote. Sometimes I even get the downvote before the video even starts. It's like, really? You haven't even seen what I have to say. It's someone who doesn't like me. If I get 2, then I'll have enough. I still theorize it's like one other person and a new one. But whatever. Anyway, according to a UK survey, less than 1/3 of those tested positive for COVID report any symptoms at all. Well, I know. I wonder if we're the same or not, because America loves to get things worked up. They love scaring the shit out of people. So I don't know. I assume the people in the UK are made out of the same stuff that we are, and the same virus. It's possible that the same statistic would hold for us. I mean, one would think, but we're not really hearing about that. But nonetheless, they do report this, which brings me to this next article. We've been hearing this for months. Like, we hear the same thing, that they can give false results. So, like, how do we even know? I mean, someone could be getting treated for COVID who doesn't even have it, or they get, told they're negative and they're not. So how can you even get a proper statistic on how many people show symptoms or don't and get over it or don't if your testing is shit? So the FDA is like, oh, there's a risk this is not working. That is majority of the FDA right there. FDA approved bags of lettuce have E. coli. Fucking chicken got salmonella. Oh wait, no, actually no. I think it was bags. The onions. The onions were contaminated with salmonella somehow. Yeah, all this stuff is FDA approved. I don't know what the hell they're even doing here. Like, they can't get anything right. How many commercials do we see where FDA approved drugs? Hey, you might have a lawsuit because this medication does this, this, and this. What are they? How are they earning their keep here? If stuff keeps getting through that's contaminated or fucked up, how are they even keeping their job? Right. It could be a jealous ex-boyfriend or something like that. I wouldn't say boyfriend per se, but obviously a Trump supporter. LOL. Not necessarily. I don't know. They might be a Trump supporter, might not. I got a mixed bag that comes and visits me, and they don't usually have any problems with what I say. I mean, they may agree or disagree, but it's never anything enough to get anyone worked up. Like, sometimes the stuff Trump does kind of okay, and sometimes it's kind of like, that's kind of questionable. But I make fun of all the politicians. Don't like any of them. So it could be someone. I mean, I've known a few people who don't like Trump, who don't like me, and they could be giving me a downvote. This has been happening on other videos that had nothing to do with politics. It was even before my news. So, like, I'm assuming it's the Trump supporters. I don't feel there's relevance in that particular statement. I know someone who got tested, was negative for COVID, but got worse, went back and tested positive, then died of it. Yeah, so, see, it's a total shit show. Like, they can't fucking test anything correctly. It's a fucking mess. That's why they call it practicing medicine. They still haven't got it fucking right. Anyway, and last but not least, China's trolling us again. So we're all here, like, supposed to be, like, staying 6 feet from each other. And in Wuhan, they are having a rave. Thousands of people have gathered in an open-air water park for a music festival in Wuhan, the original epicenter of the COVID pandemic. Now, I don't know if China's trying to kill off a bunch of its people, which is possible because they've done it before. China, don't come at me. I don't care. Anyway, or they're like, we're just getting trolled like super hard. Like, I don't know, but this looks like fun, and everybody's still like afraid to open their doors or do anything. Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard to see in that picture. I don't even know if anybody's even wearing. Is this guy even wearing a face mask? It might be. I don't know. It could be. It might not be. Like, another angle would have helped with that. I saw that Twitter. My guess is someone got all mad the other night. It could be, but remember, this was happening before I even knew him, though, DJ. So it's possible. But, like, no, somebody, even before I knew him, was, like, months and months back, was giving downvotes to, like, videos. Even, they went to the trouble of actually going down my list, downvoting stuff that hadn't been downvoted before. So that started happening like late last year, early this year. So somebody's like obsessed with being mad at me. Like, I don't know. It's dumb that you would go out of your way like, oh, it's time to go get more of a downvote. Like, okay, you have nothing better to do with your time? All right, have fun with that, you dick. So natural selection. I don't know. We might be getting trolled. I mean, right here, it was saying might only be bothered. It might be a risk or showing symptoms because symptoms will kill you, right? A third of the people. This saying is like, fuck, we're not even entirely sure you got it or not. Maybe. And they're like, and we assume we got a lot of our tests from China. And here they are partying. They're assholes. I'm sorry. We've had issues with them. I mean, hell, they've been trying to sneak in shitloads of weapons and drugs from China. For, like with that, like drugs are illegal in China, like super illegal, like more illegal than they are here. Like over there, you like get killed for that shit. Yet, like fucking weapons parts and everything are coming from China and trying to sneak through customs here. And that's just the ones they caught. We don't even know about the shit they didn't catch. Obviously. Yes, Star Pastor, you made it. Hello. Sadly, this is the last part of my article, but it does not mean I can't stop and chat and say hi to everybody. So, I mean, there we go. Okay. Sure that's what me. But yeah. So I would guess someone else. Yeah, I had a good night. I saw that tweet today. Uh, yeah, it's. I don't know. That's why I like. If this business wants me to wear a mask, I'll wear one. But if not, then I won't, because like if there's no proper decisive anything, then fuck, I'm just gonna just do my thing, live my life. What I mean, my dad used to say, "We never get out of this world alive anyway." And I'm not a very peoply person. I don't hug on a lot of people. Yeah, the only person I really hug is either my daughter or Chris. That's like it. I don't really hug much of anyone else, and I don't try to get close to strangers. Ugh. Pretty much mind my business at the store. I try not to touch anything I'm not actually picking up and buying. So, I'm just doing my own thing. My prediction is after the election, if Biden wins, they will have a vaccine and case drop to zero versus a Trump. I that's it's, that would be weird. Like, because like there's a few places that already claim they're like rushing so hard to make a vaccine that they're not doing things like testing it, giving it a proper chance to be tested. Even Bill Gates said that there's a chance that like you might need 2 or 3 shots for it to actually work, which is means it's junk. It doesn't fucking work. That's what it means. It will be all gone if yeah. If it see that's the mess there. Like fuck. So yeah, the fear mongering will be changed or stuff. A lot of the people we're seeing on TV, and I know it's not all Democrats, just like it's not all Republicans, but the crazies in general, the left crazies, are going to flip the fuck out one way or another, either in a celebratory fashion, they've won and they're just going to tear shit up to celebrate, or tear it up because they lost. And if the Republicans win, like, we don't know what kind of weird, crazy shit's going to be going on in the news. And we're not entirely sure what the Republicans are up to, because sometimes there's some scandalous motherfuckers, too. Like, the whole media can't all be biased against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't all be. So, it'll be interesting to see what kind of shit show goes on. Personally, I wish I could just pack up the entire house and just go to an island away from people and just not be involved in this mess. Like, because just being in America, you're involved in this mess. Whether you're like, oh, I'm not very political. Doesn't matter. You're still involved. You're still in this fucking shit show with us. That I'm sorry, but that is There, unless you leave the country, there is no way of opting out. And other countries are having their own shit show too. So there's like almost nowhere to go unless it's an island, nobody around. Yeah. I mean, I think y'all are right. Like there's going to be a dramatic shift after the election, whether it's for the good or the worse. They might claim that people who lined up to go voting caused a bunch of COVID to spread. And honestly, what this all boils down to, and it's like I said before, the Democrats like to cheat with mail-in ballots, and the Republicans like to try to cheat with the voting machines. This is pretty much what I've come to the conclusion of. Or at least that's the accusations that will always happen. Because they have a hard time counting mail-in ballots. They suck at it. Like, happens all the time. I mean, you remember the Florida shit? Like, it was like 2 or 3 times that Florida had trouble, like, counting fucking ballots. And I remember hearing quite a couple of times that the machines were like putting down the wrong vote when people put their paper in or whatever. So that's a fucking mess too. So it's all a fucking mess. The whole system is damaged. That's the mess we're in. We just got to see who's better at it. Hold on. I don't know if that's true, Thomas Potts. It could just be shitty doctors. In I think 2017 or 18, there was a John Hopkins University survey that showed doctors in the U.S. were the third leading cause of death. So, but they didn't specify in what way or how or what kind of doctor was responsible. Majority. It just said doctors in general. So it could just be shitty doctors. It could be that there are some shitty doctors who don't try as hard depending on the person's race or gender. That is possible. I'm not those doctors, so I couldn't say. Just so, California has only counted 70% of their mail-in votes in the primary. Oh, they've only counted 70%. Yeah, and there's a huge exodus, at least from what I understand, a huge exodus that is people with enough money to leave are leaving California because of taxes and everything else, which is weird because I could have sworn a few years ago, like, there's tons of rich celebrities coming up and going, oh, it's okay, you can tax me more to help this cause and that cause. Like, I wonder if those are the ones that are leaving now. Like, maybe we shouldn't worry about whether someone's Democrat or Republican. Maybe we should just look at whether or not they've done anything worthwhile while in office as senators or whatever. I agree, but I wouldn't want an island. Epstein ruined that for us. Yeah, islands were cool before him, and they can be cool after him. I will take Mars or the moon. It's nice this time of year. It's a little too far away. Could be CNN putting it fake news again too. They want you to be confused. Not just CNN, but all of them. Like almost all of them want you to see what they want you to see. And so it's hard to know what's true and what's not. I mean, they talk about all these COVID deaths, but by gum, I gotta tell you, you don't hear a lot about cancer deaths or like car accident deaths anymore. Like, did that magically stop? No. So something's up. I should still go to Gilligan's Island if Marianne is there. That's fair. It's too late. Both parties have too much power. I agree with Thomas Potts. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably why it's a shit show either way. We just have to figure out which shit show we can more or less live with. But I mean, the left is against rich white people taking over, and yet they're picking a rich white senile old guy who sniffs hair and a female ex-cop that has bragged about throwing people in jail for marijuana, even though apparently in an interview she even chuckled and said she's tried it. So I'm like, so a crooked cop and a hair sniffer, or another rich white guy that a lot of people are worked up about. This is what we got to work with here. We can make islands cool again. I think we can. Don't let Epstein ruin that for us. I think we can make islands cool again. And besides, I'm pretty sure that, oh, fuck, I forgot his name, the SpaceX guy, Tesla fucker. Elon Musk. He's probably got dibs on the moon anyway, so. But yeah, that's pretty much the news and our discussion of it. Like hair on the screen. I hate that shit. In the protest, they can take their. But I told my best friend of a candidate for president I should support everything he did, but when I said he's a libertarian, she said, hell no. See, yeah, exactly. People are hung up on labels. They really are. Like, you got your shitty Democrats and you got your shitty Republicans. And everybody goes, well, third parties won't ever win. Because you won't vote for them, you goofy fuck. Me? I'm probably going to vote for Kanye. Why? I don't know, but I'm going to have a shirt made, so no matter what happens, the shirt is going to say, Don't blame me. I voted for Kanye. So that way I got my bases covered. So Democrats and Republicans come at me sideways, I'll be like, don't look at me, motherfucker. I wasn't in this. So Odie, I'm going to run for water commissioner in my state. I didn't know water had a commissioner, but okay. Take the fluoride out of the water. That'll help. Oh, so everyone moved to Minnesota. Is that Minnesota or Maine? I don't know. I think it's Minnesota. And vote for me. Is that, or is that, like, yeah, is that Maine or Minnesota? Like, I'm bad at my outfit. I think that's Minnesota, though. I am not moving. I fucking hate Minnesota so much. Fuck Minnesota. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, please don't be mad at me for that one. Hey, Too Tall, what's up? I forgot to bring my drink in here. But yeah, honestly, I am not looking forward to the elections. I'm not. Because, oh yeah, it's Minnesota. I fucking hate Minnesota so much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been there a couple of times, and God almighty. Sorry, my microphone is not interpreting my actual words. My phone too, trust me. My phone does that. But can I loot Best Buy if there's anything left? He wants to be commissioner of water. He's not gonna be like super in charge. Maine is in me. I kinda thought it was, but I couldn't remember for certain. That's it. I'm cutting off water to Morris State. I'm gonna run for governor. I will so declare war on Minnesota. Like, don't come at me. Like, no. I don't think you can cut off water to me. I don't think that's a thing. Like, I don't think that can happen. We have lakes and our own water treatment plants and everything. Like, I don't think you can do anything to me, bro. But oh yeah, so I was looking it up, and it's like April 2022 is when it's like, and it's like for like 4 days, I think, or so, that like a window to get on the ballot to go sign up. So yeah, I've got 2 years to try to learn how to politic people. I'm like, fuck, it's gonna suck. I'm gonna be so bad at this. I'm gonna live stream election night and make fun of all the results. That sounds hilarious. That sounds good. The commission will own all the water. How the fuck are you gonna own all the water? Other places have water too. Like, man, I want to work on being governor. Don't make me send troops over to your fucking state for that shit. Like, do not. Well, anyway, but I don't know if that's even possible. But yeah, I'm thinking it might be cool to try to be governor. Like, there's so much shit that needs to be fixed here. And I'll run as Republican because one, I'm registered. I've been registered as a Republican since I was 18. So if I change it, one, it may cost me votes for a couple of reasons. One, Oklahoma's just used to having Republicans. People don't like you changing your party because it looks like you're pandering, and also they think you're flip floppy, which I'm not. I just have some Democrat and some Republican views, and if I change parties, I don't know. They don't seem to like that. They want you to kind of stick by whatever you said you were. So, yeah, that'd be more fun than watching the actual election. I don't know. Like, I don't think Trump will win. Don't get confident. Like, I will wear outfits. That sounds fun. But I think Trump will win, and the reason I do is because the Democrats. I feel bad for the Democrats because this is what they mustered. This is all they could like scrape up. There is shit tons of Democrats everywhere, and a hair sniffer and a crooked ex-cop is the best they can put into the game. Are you fucking kidding me? There are plenty of Democrats who have like earned doctorates and degrees and have like done something good, and this is the best they could put up for president? Are you shitting me? No fucking way. And besides, seems like for a very, very long time, every president gets 2 terms. It seems like no matter what, each one gets 2 terms. Doesn't matter how much they dislike them, what kind of scandals happen, 2 terms. Every time. So. With Joe and I don't trust any government. Amen to that. They think they have your best interest. They don't think they do. They want you to think they do. They know they don't. They're not fooled by their own bullshit. They're just hoping you are. That's the problem. I wonder if any of these live streams are going to be used against me in the election. Like, y'all gotta have fun with this. I'm an asshole, but I'm going to try to be an honest one as best I can. Just hope they can handle that. Anywho, but yeah, I'm with Hyde. I don't trust any of the fuckers. Like, I mean, I don't even want to be governor because I think it couldn't really do much worse. And, like, things need to be fixed. And a lot of times, doing petitions and shit just don't do any good. Nobody listens. So, yeah. So, but yeah, what you gotta do is you definitely gotta beware of anybody who looks like they want the job too much. You know what I mean? Because no sensible person really wants to rule or control and have that many lives in their hands. Well, not normal people. Like, usually nobody wants that kind of job. And if they do, hopefully it's because they want to make it better. But a lot of times it's because they want that power. Me, I'm like, ugh. Like, I don't look forward to that. I just, maybe I can do better. I don't think I can do much worse. I don't think my house cats could do much worse than has happened in politics. I recently encountered at a business that is open to the public and is licensed in the city of Manhattan, Kansas. They refuse to take cash because of COVID, plastic only. See, that sounds suspicious as fuck. Because, like, how often are they sanitizing those little buttons, those little shields that come only up, like, from here up, like you can't just cough down and it. I mean, they're not really actually taking any actual precautions that would protect against the virus. They really aren't. Like they have no idea. Like this is just formality. It's a shit show. It's just to condition you into a certain way of life. Because look at all the diseases that have been going on before, and nobody was worried about the money being dirty any more than normal. Now suddenly that has something that has a 90% survival rate. Oh my God, the money's dirty. You gotta go to card only. Oh, suck a dick, please. I think these businesses are silly. Like, and some of the snow dubs might be held against you. Oh, and butt shot on my 48-hour stream. And the butt shot? Okay, I understand why any of that's a problem. And, like, the people on if it was, like, my downvote was from, like, Snow Dub's channel, it would be a lot, I think it would be a lot more downvotes. Like, I actually don't know how many of them got. Yeah, it's just one. Yeah, no, if it was WC, they come in packs. Like, there would be, like a whole bunch downvotes. So, I don't think it's those guys. Like, I don't think so. That's too recent. Now I'm assuming it's always the same one person who always does it to me. So you were talking about being elected. Hopefully, I mean, kind of hopefully. Like it's kind of like, eh. But if I think I could do a slightly better job, adhering to the Constitution and getting nonviolent felons out of jail, you know, making things a little more just. If nobody else is going to fucking do it, I might as well try. So, the housing authority has shut down contact with all public persons. It is really sketchy how they're using COVID to not do their job. Yeah, YouTube and a whole bunch of other hide like butt shot. Anyway, but yeah, they're using the virus for all kinds of stuff. Like when YouTube takes a video down, they're all like, "Oh, sorry, it might have been a mistake because we're short-staffed because of COVID." But fucking no, y'all sucked before this. Don't use that as an excuse now. No. Welcome to the New World Order. Coronavirus is just another stepping stone in making it happen. Wouldn't surprise me overly, honestly. Like everything that sounded like it might be crazy like 15 years ago is like fucking happening. Like, so I can't. Everybody's like, "Yeah, conspiracy theorists, this and that." It's like, yeah, now you see it. Now it's on your fucking 2020 bingo card, and it's more. I mean, the government even was talking about releasing files about UFOs. It's like, oh, okay. You know what? I'm just going to read the Inquirer from now on, because odds are it's probably more accurate. Where you commented about what videos might be held against you. That's on your channel, so maybe you can privatize that one. My comment, oh, I'm just going to go and to that. Well, yeah, okay, then you can just privatize that particular video. You got a shit ton of watch hours anyway. And, yeah. Snowed up thing, like, no, if it's something questionable, I will totally dip out of that shit. Yeah, so. I don't know. I think my 20s is something I have to be more worried about. I'm actually half tempted to go to the OSBI, which is like the Oklahoma FBI, Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, and hand them my ID. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna save myself a shitload of trouble. Tell me what you can find on me. Might as well know now. Yeah, might as well just hear it now, or fucking hearing it on the news. I might as well just hear it now. I'm half tempted to go do that. I'm watch hour greedy. You complained about having a bunch of watch hours. You're like, oh, I need actually more watch hours. Which everybody's got to subscribe to DJ Odyssey if you haven't, but you were like all complaining you had like 8,000 watched hours. I'm like, don't be salty and don't tell me you're greedy now. No, you ain't. Alexander has that playing on loop in his screensaver. What? No, he does not. I haven't even talked to him in a long time either, actually. The communist has my gun tattoo playing on loop. Are you sure? Or are you fucking with me? Like, awkward pause. What? Anywho, I might be traumatized. I don't know. Oh, you're kidding. Thank God. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, don't do that to me, son of a. Don't do that to me. Oh my God. I was like, oh Lord, I'm never telling anybody about that gun tattoo again. Good God. So I watched that come up with the questions. I want to run for office. I'm like, so tell us about a gun tattoo. Like, don't ask questions you don't want answers to, y'all. Anyway, but I have to hop off because I need something to drink and also need coffee. And also, I need to find a way to pull a boat out of the woods. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to try to make a video of that. He has it as a screensaver and it's you too. I can't even with y'all. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all are hilarious. I'll see about live streaming later, maybe. I don't know. One of those things. I'm kind of see because I might just like do the video if I Aaron. Oh, bye Kai. Mwah. Aaron. Oh wait. With Mariah. Take care of Mora. Everybody, I wish you a good day. And bye all. It's like going like the chat's jumping kind of fast, so it's like another fun one. I'm glad you liked it, Mr. Hyde. All of y'all. And I see y'all at some point.